Hey, you all may know Chip Roy, congressman from Texas, right-wing Republican. Most right-wing Republicans from Texas, Louis Gohmert, Dan Crenshaw, I mean, you can go through a list, are among the stupidest people on this planet. They're the best argument I can think of for apes taking over this planet eventually. I think maybe that was more of a prediction based on the Texas caucus, that movie. Chip Roy likes to try to distinguish himself. For example, in the past, he argued against passing a $40 billion aid package to Ukraine, the same Ukraine that was attacked by Vladimir Putin, who Donald Trump had been a supporter of and had private meetings with and basically bowed before in Helsinki. And a group of Chip Roy's colleagues went on the 4th of July, our Independence Day, after Russia cyber attacked our election and basically begged before Putin at the Kremlin, Ron Johnson and others like that. And, you know, it goes on and on. Madison Cawthorn came out in favor of Putin, and Tucker Carlson came out in favor of Putin. I'm sure somewhere Chip Roy probably did too. You know, so we have this $40 billion package of aid to Ukraine. You'd think against a fascist dictator who's trying to take over the world and mass murder people, that would be a thing. But for Chip Roy, the big thing was it's 30 pages long because, you know, Chip Roy doesn't read. In the conspiracy packets he gets sent by his friends who attacked the Capitol on January 6th. They made sure to keep those to 3 pages, I'm sure, and they were just bullet pointed so Chip Roy could read them. So that was his excuse, and that led to one of my favorite attacks ever on Twitter by Ruben Gallego, who's one of my favorites, congressman from Arizona, who should be running messaging for Democrats in 2022 if we want to win. His response was, the bill was 30 pages long. What do they need? Pictures to figure out what's in the bill? Chip Roy needs pictures to figure out what's in the bill. Now he suddenly is talking about women in the military. That's right, we've had many women in the military. I was lucky enough to do ads for Mikey Sherrill and some others who served honorably and incredibly in our military and have done wonders for our country. But Chip Roy, being the masculine, manly man he is from Texas, who, by the way, never served, has a real problem with women serving in the military. A friend of mine, who I follow and follows me back, Hillary O'Connor Moiri, whose name I hope I'm pronouncing right, has a picture of herself up in Iraq, up on Twitter right now. She was a she flew planes in combat. So, you know, when you see Top Gun, that's not so far off from what she did. Pointed out that she served and poor Chip Roy didn't. I'm sure that will shock you. I'm trying to look for his exact statement, although, you know, I could probably just use small words and get to it. As long as there aren't any multisyllabic words in there, I bet we can find out why Chip Roy was against it. But he doesn't want women serving in the military. They would harm us. They would weaken us. They would make us less secure than the manly man Chip Roy would. So what are we going to say to this? I mean, besides telling Chip Roy where he can stick it. He's a seditionist. He is against our country. Some of these women serving would be serving probably to protect us against the likes of Chip Roy. And so I think if you're watching this, if you're a human, but particularly if you're a woman, you know, you may want to reach out to Chip Roy and let him know what you think that he is saying when he says that women shouldn't be in the military. And I apologize, folks. I'm really, really trying to find this statement because it's so stupid and laughable that I want to read it to you. And damn it, I can't seem to find it. And then you got Herschel Walker trending because at this point, I'm sure he's saying he invented peanuts and the House of Representatives. But at the risk of belaboring this, Chip Roy's an awful human being. Don't vote for Chip Roy. Investigate Chip Roy for January 6th and let women, terrific women, powerful women, women that are much stronger than the likes of Chip Roy and frankly, much, much bigger patriots to this country serve. And now, of course, at the end of all that, I find the statement. I'm sorry. Here it is. Quote, "This is pathetic. Even volunteer women in the military cause the standards to be reduced. These Republicans are from bright red states, and this is what we get in the face of open borders. I'm not going to read all his stupid bullshit, but basically, he's mad at red state Republicans who are allowing women to serve in the military. Chip Roy, stick it where the sun doesn't shine. Stop being a traitor, and frankly, go back to whatever the hell it is that you did before you ruined our Congress with your both lack of intelligence and patriotism.